Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, as per your respective time zones, and a very warm welcome to the very first session of IEEE Affinity Groups, Communities and Society Summit 2025. We are delighted to have you all here with us today. Myself, Gaurav Pathak, your host for today's session. I am the General Founding Chair for IEEE ACSS, that is Affinity Groups, Communities and Society Summit. Our theme for this session is empowering emerging leaders, young professionals in engineering, a topic that is both timely and critical as we nurture the next generation of innovators and leaders in technology. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our esteemed speaker for today, Mr. Yeshwanth L M. Yeshwanth is a cloud computing professional and a highly active IEEE volunteer. His dedication and contributions have earned him several recognitions, including 2023 IEEE Region 10 Young Professionals Outstanding Volunteer in Industry Award, and so on. Beyond his professional expertise, he is an AWS community builder, holds a degree from PES College of Engineering, Mandya, and currently serves as the chair of IEEE Young Professionals Affinity Group Bangalore section for the year 2025. He is also a member of IEEE Ethics and Member Conduct Committee, further showcasing his leadership and commitment to IEEE's values. We are truly honored to have him here share his thoughts today. Without any further ado, let's hear from Yeshwanth on today's theme, that is empowering emerging leaders, young professionals in engineering. Over to you, Yeshwanth. The stage is all yours.
Hey, thanks, Gaurav. I think this is very good initiative that you've started, Affinity Group Communities and Societies Summit. I think this is a new theme that we really need at the moment, and I appreciate you for doing that. And thanks everyone for joining. I know it's a bit odd time in India, but thanks for making yourself available and joining us today. Let me quickly share my screen. There is a slight change in the topic that I'm going to talk about today. I hope my screen is visible and I'm audible loud and clear. Can you please let me know in the chat?
It's visible and audible as well, Yashwanth.
All right. Sorry if I see this side. I'm working as well, so parallelly doing all these things. So never mind. So I'm going to talk about the benefits of IEEE YP membership and why should someone opt for it, right? I don't know if you've seen these two people anywhere. Have you guys met them before or seen them before anywhere? Let me know in the chat, or if you can unmute, that's also fine.
Is it related to the 5-star ad, the chocolate ad that we had?
Exactly. And the follow-up question would be like, what does the 5-star ad convey? What do you understand, or what do you get out of that advertisement? That's a really good tagline. You cannot forget that. Just give it a try.
They mention it like do nothing, something like that they mention.
It's eat 5-star and do nothing, right? So if I want to summarize that or put it into right order, an ordinary person can do extraordinary things just by eating 5-star, right? So that's how they convey to the people. So that's what I've mentioned here. These two characters are Ramesh and Suresh, right? So let's talk about that, going forward. So this is what they convey: eat 5-star, do nothing. But my version of saying that is an ordinary person can do extraordinary things just by joining IEEE. The reason I say this is because I've seen many people who have joined IEEE and they got to learn something new which they did not know, or get rid of some fear that they had before after joining IEEE. Just taking my example, I used to be an introvert who doesn't want to be on stage, who doesn't want to interact with people. I used to shiver if I want to get on stage. But after joining IEEE, I did not have a choice because I want to be on stage conducting hosting events, just like Gaurav is doing today, but in person, addressing a people of, a crowd of 200, 300 folks. So imagine that that's how it is. But eventually I had no choice, so I had to be on stage, and I got rid of stage fear as well. Today, trust me, like I can be on stage, talk for more than 2 or 3 hours straight. There's nothing to worry about. So that's how I have utilized IEEE as a platform. I'll address more of these benefits going forward. There are a few more items that I've learned. I'm using this as a platform. And sometimes people ask me, being an industry person, why do you want to pursue your IEEE career? So that's something that I also want to address at the end. So just hold on till the very end. Now, I mentioned an ordinary person can be an extraordinary person just by joining IEEE, but how is the question? So this is the the two characters that we have for today's discussion. That's Ramesh and Suresh. I'm sure all of you would be knowing about them. And now let's just talk about Ramesh, who is a non-IEEE member. Imagine he's just getting started. He's in the first year. He just got admission into the college, and his theme is just to focus on the academics, avoiding all the extracurricular activities. He doesn't want to interact with people, doesn't want to organize events or network with peers and professionals. But with that, he does the same thing until he's up to 4 years of engineering, and he just studies and orates and just does the same, give the exams and get the good grades. That's what he does. With that, by the end of fourth year, he realizes that he lacks hands-on experience and he struggles to gain practical skills, which is really, really required in order for you to survive in the industry. So, as a result of all these things, he finds difficult to stand out during the internship and the job hunting period. And he realizes this value of networking and the industry exposure lately. And at that time, he has no other choice. He just gets to opt for an internship which is not related to his field, and he suffers there. And that's why we see people saying that I'm not liking my job because he did not give it a try, right? But if I want to summarize what Ramesh's life is, or the journey of Ramesh is, it's all about the missed opportunities. He had all the good things that everyone else had, but he missed all those opportunities. But now talking about Suresh, who is the other character, who is an IEEE member. So Suresh, he thinks about it and he joins IEEE during the first year of his engineering. And he gets to network with all the industry folks who visits its college, and he gets to grow along with them. And he participates in the hackathons, workshops, webinar, and he's an average student. When I say average, he was good in getting a B grade, A grade, and he used to balance all of these together. And he's just a person who maintains 75% of attendance, and nothing more than that, nothing below that, right? And at the end, by third year, he becomes a student branch chair as well, where he gains the leadership experience. Leading a team of 15 members is not an easy task, right? And you will have to get the thoughts of all the folks. You need to be an active listener if you want to lead a team. But during this phase, he builds a strong network and even gets internships through IEEE. I just want to quote a name of my own team member who did the same and he got a job as well just by using IEEE as a platform. He's Vamsi, and he was another participant or a jury member for one of the hackathon in the year 2022 or 23, if I'm not wrong. There he gets to meet a person who is in line with what he exactly want to do for the next few years. So the connection happened, and then he got the job offer as well. And that's how it changed everything for him. And similarly, if you're thinking what after college, so you also need to think about considering IEEE young professionals for ongoing career development. So I'll talk a bit about what we have to offer as an IEEE young professional unit. Now, if I want to summarize Suresh's journey, it's the IEEE advantage. He used IEEE as a platform really well, and he developed all the skills that are required in order to survive in the industry. Not just survive, but do well in the industry. Now, why should you join IEEE? That's the first question that I want to address. So, like the previous president of IEEE mentioned, it's a professional home for all of us. And if any of the building want to sustain, and if it wants to stand straight, there are four important pillars that are really required. So if I want to consider that and apply to IEEE as well, particularly the young professionals unit, so we have YP for YP for students, YP for corporates, and YP for IEEE. So this is all we have for IEEE YP. Let's talk about the first pillar. That's YP for YP, right? So we do have networking events for young professionals who have just graduated or just getting started with their careers. We have meetups, we have conferences, webinars just like this one across diverse industries. So we do skill development sessions as well, particularly if you are interested in a specific area or a niche area. We do have sessions happening for that. And one example was we conducted a huge summit, which got a lot of attention from the section and even the global IEEE, which was AI Summit, which was specifically focused on AI engineering. So we brought folks from all the world, leading engineering organizations. We had folks coming in from the manufacturing area, from engineering, software, all the different industries participated, and they shared their views as to how AI is changing and how we need to learn and how we need to adapt, right? So you are, fortunately or unfortunately, we are pursuing a degree which is, getting outdated every 2 years. So just after you graduate, the things that you learn is already outdated. So every 2 years, we need to upskill ourselves with a new topic or a new technology. So for that to happen, you need to collaborate. You need to be part of community where you can get recognition as well as learning at the same time. So next thing for students, we do offer mentorship programs. You can pair up with students and the experienced young professionals who have relevant experience in the industries. And we also organize hackathons, competitions, which you can really take part and win amazing prizes. Like I mentioned, internship opportunities are also being offered indirectly, not directly. And technical workshop is something that we often do, right? So one such workshop is happening in NKSS next week or this week. So where we will be talking more on AI and cloud computing. So such webinars, such workshops are always being conducted. So watch out on our social media platforms and the website. So you will get all the updates there. Now, next important thing is YP for corporates, which is really crucial with the collaboration. We do have collaboration with AWS. We brought in the AWS Community Day. We collaborated with Wi-Fi Summit. Things are happening. What are the things that are happening in community cloud computing and the Wi-Fi, AI? All those things. Industry leader industries collaborated with us, and we got discounts and for the people who are attending from young professionals. So such initiatives are always there, and we also thrive towards entrepreneurship. We want to initiate something when it comes to entrepreneurship. So that's why we conducted a really good workshop, which got a really good attention on innovation and entrepreneurship led by Dr. Sudhindra. So more such events are in line with us. So do watch out for all the updates. And finally, YP for IEEE, where we want to give back to the IEEE, right? So we are getting a lot of things from IEEE, but at the end, we also need to give back to them. How we encourage YPs to take up leadership roles in IEEE communities. So soon after you get your degree, join young professionals, get through the learnings here, then start applying for positions in the section India Council, and you can also apply for global level positions. But we also want to develop toolkits which can be utilized by the young volunteers who are going to join in future. And we want to have a global outreach, connect with international IEEE chapters. One such example is we are planning to collaborate with IEEE Germany section for upcoming initiatives and of automobile. So we are in discussion. So such initiatives are always welcome. So if you have an idea, please do let us know in the chat, and we will try to see how to pursue them. Talking about these, I also wanted to bring about the funding opportunities that are available for you. One is STEP funding, local activity funding, and the meetup funding. So these are exclusively offered by YP. So you can get up to $1,500 of funding by IEEE YP. So you have 4 cycles running all throughout the year. Just look out the site. I've given the link in the in the slide as well. So if you want to type in, or I'll be probably sharing this link with you, so you can use this platform as well. Similarly, Try Engineering STEM grant opens up in the month of January, if I'm not wrong. So if you have any event plans in line with STEM engineering, so you can apply for funding up to $2,000 and you can organize such events. V funding focused specifically for women in engineering. If you have any initiatives focused particularly on the women in engineering side, please do apply for the fundings available. And another important funding opportunity which I wanted to bring up, which is not on the slide, is Laureate Forum, which is happening in the year 2026 April. So the nomination for that is open. So you can try exploring that opportunity, and if that aligns with your interest, go ahead and submit the application. So what I would really want you to do is sign up for IEEE today, so you can explore all the different opportunities that are available. Don't worry. So if you do not want to get involved in YP directly, so reach out to your student branch, or get a position there, start learning what you have to do, and then you can always the YP floor is always open for you to knock it. And you can attend events, workshops, hackathons, and start building your network today. So that's what I really want to advise to all the young folks who have joined this session. So also take up the leadership roles, and I want to highlight this as an example, right? So if you take up a leadership position early in your career, it really helps you a lot in your career path. Because if you fail here, that's not a problem. You get another opportunity. Only thing is that you might have to wait for another opportunity for a lot of time. But if you imagine you're failing a leadership role in your organization, the full-time job, they won't spare you, right? So again, they will consider all the experiences and things like that. But if you have this sort of leadership positions, you have the skills that are required in order for you to become a leader early in your career, just like being part of the team, leading the team, you will have that muscle memory. So built in, when such situation arises in your career, you can always step up and take those opportunities, right? So that's what I want all of you to take it as an advantage as being a member of IEEE. Now at the end, like, I just want to ask you this question: will you be Ramesh or Suresh? Just want to reiterate what I told. Ramesh is a person who did not utilize IEEE as a platform really well. He flunked to get a job, but Suresh, on the other hand, is a good student. He got good grades as well as utilized IEEE as a platform really well. So now let me know, will you want to be Ramesh or Suresh? Come on, guys. That's not a tricky question. It's a simple one. I know you can all answer that. At least in the chat. Not see any answers. Gaurav, do you see any answers in the chat?
Yes, we do have. So people are writing Suresh.
Okay.
Srinivas is mentioning, I already made the choice, Yeshwanth.
All right. That's good for you, Srinivas. Nice to meet you. I hope everything is well with you. If you are choosing Ramesh or Suresh, but I would advise, just learn from them and just be yourself. Don't be either a Ramesh or Suresh. So that's all I had. I mean, I know this is a really quick presentation. But that's all I had for this session. Thank you, everyone. I think you can get in touch with me if you are really interested in volunteering at IEEE Young Professionals Bangalore section. So these are my socials, and thank you so much for the opportunity, Gaurav. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Yashwant, for this inspiring and insightful session. I'm sure everyone has gained here some valuable takeaways. See, even me being an early career young professional, so I myself have gained a lot after today's session. So we'll now move on to the Q&A session. So I would request everyone present over here, if they have any sort of questions, they can either unmute themselves or just raise their hands. I'll moderate as per like whosoever wants to ask a question, or they can drop their questions in the chat window.
Just a quick caution. This is just an unconventional way of explaining the benefits. So don't take it seriously. Whatever the things that I've mentioned, it's always fictional. So do your research, only then pursue further, right? So that's a quick caution that I wanted to address at the end. Yeah. Open for the questions. I know it was very, very short talk, but yeah, I hope it made sense to all of you.
Okay, so by the time people do drop their questions in the chat window or they raise their hands, I have one question from my end. So for someone who has recently graduated or who is starting out, so what are the most important skill sets as per your understanding they should focus on, like be it technical or non-technical, what sort of skills they should work upon?
Obviously, if I want to touch base on the technical side, it depends on the background that you are in, right? So if you are coming from an electronics perspective, you will have a different background, and you will have to pursue that. But I always advise students to follow this Model T, which has got two lines, the vertical one and the horizontal one. So the vertical one, as it appears, it is the deep understanding of a particular topic, whereas the narrow one, which goes horizontal, meaning you will have to know everything. I mean, everything as in whatever the field that you are working in. You need to at least know how to define things and how it works, why exactly we need this. All this information should be given, should be known. And if you want to pursue a particular topic, let's say you want to pursue artificial intelligence and you want to go deep on that, then the letter T has got the vertical side. So that's how you go deeper. That's the technical side of things. But on the other hand, uh, if you ask me, one crucial thing that really helps is the communication skills, and always be open while interacting, or whenever you get a question or a problem statement. So one important thing that I noticed so far in my career is that we Indians tend to approach the problems too quickly. We do not ask open questions. For example, uh, let me put it in this way. Whenever a problem is thrown to you, you always try to jump into the solution. Let's say I ask you how load balancing works in the IT. So you always try to explain what is load balancing, but you should ask, why are you interested in understanding load balancer now? What's the reason that you're asking this question? So just be open and ask open questions, so that you will get more details eventually, even if you do not ask the right question. So why will get you more information. And communication skills, problem solving, and critical thinking, all this sort of very, very required in order for you to go up the ladder in your career. I hope that addresses your questions.
Yes, in fact, indeed. So do we have any other questions from anyone over here? Seems there is none. So thank you so much, Yashwant, once again for taking out time to share your expertise and experience with all of us. So On the behalf of the organizing team, I would like to present one token of appreciation. Just allow me a moment.
Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity, Gaurav.
Anytime. Thank you so much for accepting this invitation and supporting IEEE ACSS, being the IEEE Young Professional Bangalore section, being a collaborative partner for us. So, so please do accept this virtual moment from our end. And we truly value your contribution and look forward to many more collaborations with you in the future. With
Absolutely.
that, we proceed with the conclusion of today's session and today's evening. So thank you all the participants for joining us today. Wishing you all a wonderful evening and a day as per your respective time zones ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.
Hi, everyone.